Hey, what's going on YouTube? Kaoiji here. Now listen, today we're going to be talking about the Rivalate Units series. You've probably been searching far and wide looking for as much information as possible into whether or not this is the best unit set in the game. If you're brand new to the game, then eventually getting the novel series units might actually be within your benefit. However, if you're already established or if you're looking to maximize your stats, then let's be honest, the Rivalate series isn't it. First, let's cover the novel and the Rivalate units for anybody who might be new. The novel series units is probably the easiest to access 13-star unit in the game, being available from the badge and memory shop in the shopping plaza's second floor. Much like every other unit, the novel series does in fact house some innate stats. It actually has 180 HP, 3 PP, and 40 of each attack stat. On the surface, these units actually don't seem all that bad, especially if you're a new player, or if you're looking for something that's easy to get. However, that's not the problem. The actual problem is the upgrade. Upgrading from the novel units to the Rivalate units, you're gonna need a lot of resources. You're gonna need 500 gold back, 50 proma, however you say this word, 50 pure photon, and also 30 ultimate boosters. Last two pieces, the pure photons and the ultimate boosters, can actually drop from ultimate quests. But what if I told you that you'd be better off farming for another unit series that's just as good, if not better? Now you're probably wondering what unit set that might even be. That unit set is actually the Trailblazer series. The reason why I'm going to recommend farming for the Trailblazer series instead is because you can go ahead and turn your Rising Weapon Badge 5s you're getting out of your mission pass, seasonal urgents, or even urgent quests, and then trade them in for Rising Weapon Badge 4s, which then allow you to then trade them in for persona triggers, or triggers that are called the Malevolent Void trigger. Farming the Malevolent Void triggers is actually twofold. Not only are you farming for the Void Aerobite fragments that drop from the quest itself, you'll be able to farm for the Starquake weapons and unit at the same time. Then by farming these, you also have the opportunity to get the 4-man trigger, which drops even more Void Aerobites fragments, and then eventually trade up to the 13-star version of the Trailblazer units. Now the 13-star Trailblazer units actually has more PP and HP than the Rivalate units. The Trailblazers coming in at 100 HP, 16 PP, and 65 of each attack stat for a much easier grind that also has a dope soundtrack. I think you might be better off farming for the Trailblazer units, maximizing the amount of stats and being able to get your Rivalate weapons that much faster. If you're a newer player, this also helps you catch up in terms of the weapon department because you'll be able to get your Trailblazer weapon as well, and this will tide you over until you get your Rivalate weapon. Unless you farm ultimates first, then getting your Rivalate weapon, and then going back and farming for your Trailblazer units. You can do that however you want. There's no right or wrong answer there. And also, if you value the 10 attack stats more than the 40 HP and 1 PP per unit, and then also get your Rivalate series units. I also want to throw in one more honorable mention unit here. If you're playing Phantom or subbing Phantom, then you know you need a lot of PP. In terms of the PP department, you guys can go ahead and farm for the Avian Orb or the Avian Dusk. Avian Orb and Avian Dusk basically having the same requirements. It just depends on where each of them drop. Avian Dusk dropping from Rainbow Keys, and then also the Avian Orb dropping from Disturbing Whistle of Chaos Extra Hard or above. And if you want to know the stats, then they have 23 PP, 20 HP, and 60 of each attack stat, and it's pretty much the same for the Orb or the Dusk. But I think I'm going to end this video out here. I hope this was able to help you in some way, or if you're even on the fence about spending the resources on your Rivalate units on debating whether or not they're worth it. My honest answer is no. If you already have the Trailblazer units, then you don't need to go for the Rivalates, and if you're new to the game, I would still suggest going for your Trailblazers just because they're infinitely easier and cheaper to wind up getting and making. But I just want to let you know that this is all personal opinion and my advice to you. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor, leave a comment down below if you guys are using either which one of the sets, or if you guys have any other advice for newer players or even things that I should cover. But with that, I'm still super excited about New Genesis. Anyway, thank you guys again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, do that whole 9. But stay awesome, stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. I'm out.